All right, what's up, guys? Yeah, here we are. We're in it to win it. So, all of my pieces of paper today have the evidence of the coffee stain from yesterday on them. So like, if you see any of the papers today with coffee stains on them, that's my previous spill. Just to let you guys know, I didn't spill again. So it's just gonna be there until I get a new notebook. But these pages are still good. So yeah, what's up, guys? Hey, what's going on? What's up, Alan? What's up, Brielle? Immortal Essence. What's up? What's up? Yeah, I thought the title was pretty good. I figured it was appropriate. Majin Vort. What's up, man? All right, we're saying Paul. What's good? What's good? What's good? Wish you luck on the test. Yeah, yeah, totally. Yeah, I woke up a little under the weather today. That's why I sound a little like bleh, but it's all good. Still, you don't need to feel good to do good math. So I have some problems, some math problems that I've been whipping up. That I don't know if you guys are interested in trying them. They're kind of like a various kind of topics. Let me grab them. Hold up. I mean, just look at this. This whole thing is stained with coffee. Ugh. Okay, cool. Um, okay, yeah, let's start with these. Okay, so let's start with this one. Teniola, what's up, man? I don't want you guys to see the answer. There. Let's start with this one. This, this car one. There are 437, or sorry, there's 437 cars on a lot. 221 are red. There are 143 cars with cameras. I guess like backup cameras. If 45 cars are red and with a camera, how many cars are not red and have a camera? Oh, what's up, Moyne? It's unusually. What's good? What's good? Oh my god, I feel like I'm about to fall asleep. So just to clarify, there are 437 total cars on the lot. Of that total amount, 221 are red. Of the total 437 that are on the lot, 143 have cameras. Just to clarify, there's only 437 cars total. Yeah, this is a hard one, but this isn't even like mathematically that hard, but it's like test prep. This is like classic test prep question where it's just problem solving, kind of simple skills. You're just going to be adding and subtracting mostly. But can you spatially kind of figure out how many cars are not red and have a camera from the information that we're given? Are you guys working on it, or are you just like staring at the problem, just staring at it and going, eh? If you guys are stuck, I can just show you how it's done. Okay. Moyne with the answer. Okay. And Moyne, how did you end up with 98 as your answer? Okay, keep it up, Teniola. Okay, for it. Do your thing, buddy. Yeah, that's a tough one. But totally fair game to the SHSAT, for sure. What's up, Leo? What's up, Leo? Yo, Gal. It's cool, man. Moyne. I don't want to tell you since I'm still working, but yeah. Okay. 73. Yeah. Yep. We're saying Baldwin sounds right. Lauren got 98. Bad audio again? Ugh. You made a tree diagram? That's interesting. Okay, so let me take you guys through this problem then. Yeah, it's Fort thinks it's 98 too. Okay. So we know that there are 437 cars total. Of them, 221 are red, and that means that there's 200 and what was it, 16 that are not red. Chill. And we know that in total, 143 cars have cameras. So 143 cars have cameras. Okay. So if 45 cars are red and with a camera, okay, so that means 45 go here. So how many would go over here then? That's 143 minus 45, bang, bang, 8. That's now a 3, 13, 98. So 98 cars, or 98 of these cameras belong to these not red cars. So that just answered our question. Yeah, people are saying the audio is bad. I've been playing with it on my end. Just tell me if it gets worse. So since only 143 cars can have cameras and 45 of them are red, that leaves us with 98. And so that's our answer. Bang. Because only 98 cars are not red and have cameras. We can assume that the rest of these don't have cameras. So it doesn't matter how many there are. Do you guys get this? Call them category problems? Yeah, that's a decent name for them. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's how this one goes. All right. Yeah. Let me see. Oh, okay. So I know that it is a strange question, but you're about to get our even stranger one. So here's one with different numbers, and yeah, it does give irrelevant information. Well, I mean, does it? I don't know. But yeah, here's one with lesser numbers. So just for your guys' clarification, acrylic and oil are two different types of paint. Just understand that. So it's like saying something has an oil painting, that's one type of painting, and acrylic painting is another type of painting. Okay, cool. So let's do this one right here. At a store, there are 7 portraits. 3 are of men, 4 of women. 4 portraits are made of oil. The rest are made of acrylic. So you see we got some categories there. If 2 portraits are oil paintings of men, that's what I should have wrote, not oil men. What is the probability a random portrait is an acrylic woman or a woman painted with acrylics? Cool. So if you missed the last one, here's your redemption arc. Also, don't forget to leave a like and share this video. I super appreciate all of the engagement. Yeah, and super appreciate all the likes and stuff like that. Yeah, we're doing this guy right here. That guy. Okay, we got our first answer in. That was fast. Choose C. Wow, that's genius tier. Immortal Essences. Ah, so Laurel, you changed your answer. Oh, okay. Just a little typo there. Okay. For St. Paul, 2 of 7. Moyne, 2 of 7. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Everybody's coming in with 207. Yeah, really good, guys. Abbas, Leo, Teniola. Yeah. Okay, so do I even need to go over this one? I'm not going to go over this one because you guys all got it right. Really, really nice. Yeah, Immortal Essences, 2 out of 7. Very lovely. Good job, guys. Very lovely. Yay. Pat yourself on the back or find someone who's next to you and have them pat you on the back. And if they ask why, just say, it doesn't matter why because you got the right answer. Good job. All right, cool. So let's move categories here. Ooh. How long am I doing this live thing? Probably a little bit less than an hour because I have another tutoring session right after this, so I have to duck out. But as far as like live streaming, I think a whole summer. I don't know. Right now, I'm saying the whole summer, but chances are it's gonna be less than the whole summer because I'm just like working a lot, bros. Working a lot. Okay, so let's do this one because this one is on the same page. All right, this guy right here. This actually gives people. This actually gives people some problems. That's good. That's very nice to give people a pat you on the back. You deserve it. Right answers are all that matters. Okay, so a jor is worth 16 pog. A refi is worth 1/2 pog. How many jor is worth 30 refi? That's the question. It's a hard one. Oops, there goes my camera. This guy right here. Bang. This guy right here. Okay. This is some algebra, if you can wrap your heads around it. Okay. First answer is 15. Oh, Tony. What's up, Tony? Jessica. What's up, Jessica? 1.2. You dong understand this? Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll go over it. But the key here is to set up your equation using algebra. So it'd be something like, if you're still working, keep working. But if you need a little help, well, let's see. Okay. So we know that J is equal to 16P. And we know that an R equals 1/2 P. Something like that. That's okay, Immortal Essences. You can keep trying, for sure. You got 1.0666 repeating. Okay. That's what that dash on top of it means, repeating. 15 out of 16. We got a lot of different answers for this one, bros. And we also got 1.2. All right, got that. Is anybody else still working on this, or should we get to the answer here, guys? Eight. Teniola got 15 out of 16. Okay. Okay, if you're still working, continue to work. I'm going to just progress the problem just a little bit and see if that rings any bells to you guys. So I set this problem up purposefully the way I did. And notice that I have my p's in the middle here. Just like if I were to say x equals 7 and y equals 7, we could say x equals 7 equals y and x equals y, right? So if we can get this middle number to be the same, then we can have these j and r equal to each other. Cool? So let's go over this. If I can get this to have 16p down here, then I can make all of these equal to each other. What's a jar, a Refi, and a Pog? They're currencies. Fake currencies. They create fake currencies for this test. Conversions, if you will. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply this guy by 32, and I'm going to multiply this guy by 32, because you can do anything to an equation as long as you do it to both sides, right? So what I end up getting is, let me rewrite this. That's just the top equation. What I end up getting with this bottom equation is I get my 16p, and over here I get my 32r. So since j equals 16p, and since 32r equals 16p, then we know for a fact then that j will equal that 32r. Okay? Does that blow anybody's mind? Yeah, some people carry jars with them at all times. Okay, so I'm going to keep scooting with this problem because we're not actually done. What the problem wants, yeah, exactly. What the problem wants is how many jars is worth 30 Refis, and we have 32 Refis. So we got to make this number into a 30. So here's a really slick move that you can do. It might be advanced, and I could show you the less advanced way to do this, I guess. Oh, you're lost? Okay. So keep in mind, this example here, if x equals 7 and y equals 7, then you could say x equals 7 equals y. Then we could just get rid of the 7, because if x equals 7 and y equals 7, then the x equals the y. That's the concept, right? That's called the transitive property of equality or whatever. So 16p equals j. And all I did was manipulate this equation. And let me show you in a really kind of slower way. Because I have this 1/2 p equaling an r, right? I'm going to multiply this side by 32, and I'm going to multiply this side by 32. So what I end up getting is 32 over 2p equals 32r, right? Then I just simplify this guy, and I get 16p equals 32r, right? Chill, chill. So that's how we get to here. 16p equals 32r. Since j equals this, and 32r equals this, just like this concept up in the corner, bros. Since they both equal the same thing, well then these two must equal each other. And that's what I did to derive this equation down here. Does that make sense to you guys, or are you still blowing is your mind still being blown? If your mind's being blown, that's fine. That happens. I had my mind blown yesterday, actually. Okay, so let's see. If I multiply, each of these sides by 30 over 32, this is the slick move. Okay, and the reason I do that is because then I get this. This reduces. Okay, so we just need to reduce this, and then we get our answer. That's it, man. Crazy. So what'd you guys think of that one? It's pretty fun, right? Who had that? Let me look through the chat. Who said that? You're saying Paul? Teniola, Leo. Was Leo the first one to say it? Yeah. Nice. Okay, yeah, that's the answer. Chill. Good job, guys. Okay, so let's move on. Unless you have any questions about that. Oh, this is a kind of a tricky one. Let me know in the chat. Are you guys you guess he's in tight? That's cool. Can we do another one like this? Kind of. I don't know. I'll see if we run into one, because I know I have others like this in this stack, but we'll see if we run into it. All right, last one out of this page, just because I think this is an interesting question, and it's kind of a fun one, for me at least. Okay, this guy right here. So, a class of 12 was asked 2 true or false questions. 5 wrote true for question 1, 3 wrote true for question 2. What's the least amount of people who could have wrote true for both questions? And this would be like a grid in. I guess the general theme, that last one was like math based. It was like math heavy, but I guess the general theme of today is math questions that don't require you to know a lot of math. I guess. Oh, coffee is so good. Yeah, give a like for coffee. Thank you, coffee. This is what I got going on. A little bit of iced coffee here. It's my lifeblood right now. Okay, we got one answer coming in. 3. Moyne thinks 3 maybe. Okay, we have 0. Yeah, this is a good question. I like this. 2. For St. Paul, you went from 0 question mark to just 0 to 0 exclamation mark. That cracks me up, man. You like went through the stages. Well, listen to your heart. You changing your answer, Moyne? I'm just like smiling, just imagining you guys try to figure this one out. Got any other answers coming in, or are you guys still working, or should I bust this one down? Settle. Yeah, I can read the question again. Leo, is this a trick question? Brielle thinks too. Okay. Yeah, well, it depends on what your category of a trick question is. You know what I'm saying? A class of 12 was asked 2 true or false questions. 5 wrote true for question 1, 3 wrote true for question 2. What's the least amount of people who could have wrote true for both questions? Okay, Teniola, do your thing. More Lesson says thanks 2. A lot of people are coming in on that number 2 number. I wonder why. For St. Paul is pretty sure it's 0. Okay, I'm going to show you guys how to do this one now. All right, so what's the best way to explain this? So if we got 1, oh, that's a new guess. We have 12 kids in the class total. Okay, and we got 2 questions. Let's just call it question A and question B. Oh, question 1 and 2, whatever. Whatever. So, and then we have our true and we have our false. And so 5 wrote true, and so 7 were to write false, and then 3 wrote true, so that means 9 were to write false. What's the least amount of people who could have wrote true for both questions? Right? Well, that means I don't want people to write true for both questions. In fact, I would prefer it, if we're talking about what we prefer, I would prefer if the least amount of people say true and true. So out of all of these people who said true the first time, I don't want them to say true again because I want the, excuse me, sorry. I don't want them to say true again because the least amount of people, you know what I'm saying? So all 5 of these guys can migrate down to this 9, and then 4 of these people can migrate. But because all 5 of these people who wrote true could potentially then write false, that's the answer, 0. Like, another way to think about this is imagine if you say true twice, then some dude comes in and steals your backpack and runs away with it and everything that's in it. So nobody in the class wants that to happen to them. So if you write true, you're not going to want to write it again. We want the least amount of people to have their backpack stolen or whatever. So obviously all of them are going to go and say false on the next one. So yeah, that's why the answer is 0. Okay. I could just picture you guys yeah, Usain Paul, you had it from the rip, dude. Good job. Okay. What is a good one to give you guys? Not that. I'm just throwing math problems all over this room. Okay, not this. This is, we did this one. Did that one. Maybe we'll do this one. Yeah. Okay, let's do this one. Yeah. Okay. Phalanx tactics can overcome large or less trained armies. If the ratio of phalanx soldiers to the enemy is less than 1 to 3, the phalanx will be routed, which means that they'll run. If there are 457,989 enemy combatants and 152,662 members of the phalanx, will the phalanx hold or be routed? Yeah, if it's a grid-in problem, you could always just put Jesus, and maybe he'll give it to you. Maybe they'll go like, oh, this guy's got it. Okay. This is a very frustrating problem I just gave you. I just realized. But you can do it. I believe in you guys. Yeah, moin. I mean, obviously we're St. Paul. I'm going to show you guys how to do this after this one. But think, this is a ratio problem. You don't understand any of the material in this? Okay, let me go over this question again. Okay, so I guess the context is now more important to understand. Okay. So, let me maybe even draw a picture for you guys. Okay. So, when do you guys know what a phalanx is? It's actually kind of cool. Phalanx were these I don't know. They were like, you know why Alexander the Great was so great was because this is what he used, to just get it going for sure. Okay, let's see. So do this shield. He's also okay like that. Okay, there won't be. All right. So wait, this guy's got a thing. This guy's got a thing. Okay, so it was a group of soldiers like this, and they had really, really long spears. And they'd stand in a box like this, and all their spears would be pointing in one direction. And that way, even a huge group of dudes, if they charged and you had a bunch of phalanxes next to each other, these would hold up. They would not break. And when they break and when they go, oh God, this is not good, and they start running and retreating, that's called routing. When you have somebody break their formation and run. Okay. So that's what a phalanx is. That's your history class for today. So what I'm asking is if they can beat an army that is, if they can beat a larger army, as long as it's not less than 1 to 3 phalanx to the larger army, then yeah, exactly. And then will they hold or will they not? All right. I'm going to go over the fast way to do this one just because I think this problem kind of sucks. That's my fault, not your fault. Yeah, they did use trench warfare in World War I. They call it the, the Great Meat Grinder, the battlefields in World War I. It was not fun. Okay, so what we're basically saying is this is the 1 to 3 ratio, and we want to know if this 152,662 to 457,989. If it reduces to be less than this, where it could be less, where it's 1 to 2 or 1 to 1, which it obviously isn't, or if it's going to be a greater difference of ratio, 1 to 4 or 1 to 5. Any way here, they're routed. Any way, including here, they hold. That's a hold. That's a rout. Okay. So a lot of times people are going to be like, all right, so what do I multiply this by? Do I multiply this? Notice to get from, let me rewrite this, to get from 1 to 15, from 152,662, we have to multiply it by 152,662, right? So if we multiply this by the same thing, because if we multiply anything in the ratio, we have to multiply both of them. So we multiply the left side by 15,662. I don't know why I can't say numbers today. And we're going to multiply the right side by that too. So we're going to find out what we get. 6, 12, oh, 18. Let me just start over. Dude, I don't even know how I'm operating right now. Okay. So that's 6, 18, 19, 6, 7, 15, 4. So 457, 986. This is 3 more than that, so yes, they will be routed. Okay. On to the next one. Sorry for that crappy problem. Okay. Okay, this is a good one. I like this one just because it uses the term. Okay. So, a boat is heading northwest on the ocean in search of the ice wall because since we're all intelligent people in this stream, we all know that the Earth is flat and surrounded by an ice wall. So, a boat is heading northwest on the ocean in search of it. If the nearest part of the ice wall that does exist and is real is 40 clicks west and 30 clicks north, how far away from it, or how far is the ship away from the ice wall? Yeah, I, Jessica, you have a good point. I just kind of want to leave that problem just because it was so bad. Just because I was like, what was I thinking when I made this? Okay. Yeah, think about it, guys. If the Earth is round, then why don't cars roll whenever they stop? Like, why when you park a car does it not just keep rolling if it really is round? 70? Okay. 10? Okay. This is like kind of changing because you need to know like a math concept to solve this. So if you guys are still working on this, can I give you guys a hint? And I wrote a word down here. Pythagorean. Interesting. Moyne thinks it's 10 too. Okay. Slope. You could use slope, I guess, but more of like distance formula. If you know the distance formula. But this is actually a kind of a hack, so you don't have to use the distance formula. Jessica. Tony, 50. Laurel, 34. Okay, so let's go over this one. This is the ice wall, and here's our ship. Wow. Okay. So this point here is 40 clicks this way and 30 clicks this way. And we want to know how far is it if we just went straight there rather than going over and up. So here it is. Here's the Pythagorean theorem. Will this be on the SHSAT? 9th grade? Definitely. 8th grade? They can. Not saying they won't, but they really can if they want to. Okay. So what that is, if you guys haven't seen this before, I forgot. I'm like so brain dead today. Okay. A, B, C. Okay. This is a right triangle. This only works for right triangles. If you square this and square this, it's going to equal to the square of this. Look at how it applies. And we'll just call that D for distance. So the opposite of distance squared, square root. So t equals 50. Good job to whoever said that. Very nice. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay, cool. So what else do I got for you guys? Ooh, this is a really good one. I'm just throwing you guys math problems. Yeah. Okay. This one right here. Jerome Burton, or what was I? How do I say this? Jerome Badair can slap his fingers. Can snap his fingers. I kind of like that. Slap his fingers. Can snap his fingers successfully 32% of the time. How many fingers snaps or slaps attempts must he do in order to get 48 successful snaps? Don't forget to leave a like and tell your friends about the channel for sure. I'm trying to grow it. If you guys, we're going to do this problem probably at least one more. But if you have any questions, start thinking about it now because I do have to end the stream a little early because I have a tutoring session at 6. Okay. Leo and Rusaim came in at the same time. Wonder if they're the same person. He just has 2 accounts. He's just so hype about doing math. He's logging out and logging into different accounts. Jessica got 150. Vort's got 150. Oh, seems like you guys are pretty much in agreement about this one. Teniola 150. Was this too easy for you guys? Like, I don't want to be disappointed when you guys don't get it wrong, but let me show you. Let me just show you quickly how to do this one. Okay. So if he snaps his fingers successfully, if he tries and he's like, and gets it right 32% of the time, that's like saying he gets it right 32 out of every 100 snaps, right? And we can set this up because we know this is part over whole. This is successful snaps over attempted snaps. That sounds like a crime, attempted snap. And we know that what we want is this to be 48. We want the successful to be 48. We don't know what this is. Holler if you cross multiply. That's 32x equals 408, 0. Then I just do that division. If I, 32 divided by 32, 48, 0 divided by 32. That's 132. That's 16. I do this right? Yeah. That's 5, 10, 1, 16. That's the answer, 150. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, he is weak or he's just not good at snapping. It's kind of weird. I actually know someone who doesn't really they can snap, but it sounds like this. I'll do it into my microphone so you can see. It's like not an actual snap. Okay. All right, let's keep going. One more problem, dude. One more. Okay, last one. Last problem of the day. Make sure to get this one right, and then I'm out of here. Okay, so let's just look at this problem, this geometry problem here. Don't worry about this one. Look at this. Come on. Look at this geometry problem down here. That's what I want to know. If ABCD is a parallelogram, you can't snap or whistle. Yeah, man. Some people just, I bet you're, You got a lot of good qualities. Just snapping and whistling are not part of that. So ABCD is a parallelogram. XD is 7 feet. CD is 7 feet. XC is 7 feet. I want to know what the angle measurement of ABY is. Yeah, I'm going to be live tomorrow. Should I just live stream me playing PUBG Mobile instead of actual math work, or should we do math work tomorrow too? I'm kind of thinking about it. Tony. I mean, I appreciate this ma'am. I wrote down your answer right away, but there's just a lag in the stream, so that's why it's not written down right now. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys like a minute more to work on this, and then we'll get to it. Man, for the people that did get it, I'm impressed you got it so fast. Thanks, Tony. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll have to do some more geometry. 30? Okay, Abos. Helps me learn. Okay. Learning is power. So here we go. 35. Okay. All right. So let's go into this, guys. So with a parallelogram, are you guys familiar with oh wow, that's total trash. But are you guys familiar with parallel lines? So if this angle and this angle and this angle and this angle all equal each other, and this angle and this angle and this angle and this angle all equal each other, right? I think most people kind of know that kind of basic fact about parallel lines. Now imagine if these poorly drawn parallel lines extended, and I got another one that's going right through, and this line are parallel, right? Well, just because these two are parallel, we could say that this is also A, and this is also A, and this is X, and that's that, and that's that, and that's that. Are you guys noticing something? Do you guys, I mean, it's so poorly drawn, but do you notice this shape that's inside all four of these lines is a parallelogram? And it's really poorly drawn. I know. Notice that this angle A and the opposite angle equal each other. Notice this and X are equal to each other. So that means this angle and this angle are equal to each other. That's the first kind of bit of information you have to be kind of aware of. Number 2. What type of triangle is this? Equilateral triangle. There's like there's like a lot that you guys learn in school that is legitimately so not important, and it actually doesn't help you problem solve later problems. But knowing the names of what the properties are of different types of triangles actually super help. And the more that you guys know them and recognize them, you're going to be doing them all through high school, you know. So this is an equilateral triangle, which means all the sides are the same and all the angles are the same, and all the angles are 60. 60, 60, 60. They add up to 180. Yeah. And so just like we saw this and this angle and this angle are going to equal each other. So we know that this guy's in the corner is 60. So how does that help us? Well, we know that this line and this line are parallel, and this is a right angle. So let me redraw this so you guys can see it. If you have two parallel lines and you got a right angle, that means that's going to be right, and that's going to be right, and that's going to be right. So we know that's a right angle as well. So we know that these three add up to 180, just like Tony suggested from the rip. 30. Bang, bang, bang. Good job, guys. Yeah. So yeah, that's how this one has gone. That's how this one goes down. This is how it goes down. That's how it goes down. Okay, so I gotta get out of here. Do you guys have any questions or anything like that about these problems that we've done today, or about the SHSAT in general, or whatever, or about the problems we did, I guess? Let me pat. Yeah, thank you, Immortal Essences. That's a good reminder. If you got it right, pat yourself on the back, and make sure it's a very meaningful and sincere pat on the back. Don't just ironically give yourself one. Like really put some love into it, into some emphasis. And if you got it wrong, don't pat yourself on the back. We don't like participation trophies. So if you got it wrong, that's okay. You can internally pat yourself on the back, because you can do it. Just keep working, and you'll get there. Okay, so yeah. Here's the website. I had a bunch of people. I get notifications when people play the game, and I've been having so many people play these games. It's been really awesome. Yeah, so Moyne, to answer your question, bruh, this is, as far as I know, the place with the most SHSAT material that is not ripped off from somewhere else. Like I don't have like other people's questions or other people's material on my site. So yeah. Go to tylertutor.com to just mess around. There's so much you can do on there, and if you have any critiques about the site, you can just email me too. Yeah, if you have anything you're like, man, this site is really bad. I just kind of whipped it together. So tell me if you have any things that you think would improve it. Test prep. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, I mean, it's like if you have any friends who are looking to study or starting to study or have a lot of questions about the SHSAT or whatever, definitely refer them to my YouTube or whatever, or to my website. You can take diagnostic. You can take a diagnostic test. You can play games. What else is on there? Oh yeah, there's a lot of my first batch of videos that I made like 2 years ago. I uploaded all of the sheets from it, so you can learn like math and ELA just based on the sheets. And there's like additional questions you can answer and worksheets and stuff. Yeah, I really appreciate that, guys. And just, leaving likes and sharing the video is super huge. I super appreciate all you guys coming out just to study on your free time. That's really awesome. Oh, okay, misplaced modifiers. So I think I might have a video on modifiers. Leo, check that out and tell me if that addresses what you're talking about. Just shoot me an email if that's what you're talking about. If not, I can make a video or whatever that clarifies whatever's on your mind there, dude. Okay. All right, guys. I am out of here. Have a super awesome day. Remember to have fun. Yeah. Okay, guys. You got up to 40th, but then you got it wrong and quit. You were doing so good. Okay. That's really good. 40 is very good. That isn't the bottom, but that's very, very good. So yeah, definitely keep playing DeepMind. It's about precision, guys, especially if they make the math test easier this year. It's not going to be about who knows the distance formula and who knows, imaginary numbers or functions or whatever. It's going to be about who can be precise and get the most right in a row. So if you guys are looking to up your precision, I do recommend you play DeepMind And if you rage quit, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've raged quit playing it, testing it. So, yeah, guys. All right. I am out of here. I'll see you tomorrow. So just, I don't know, 5 or 6 or whatever. I'll see you guys. We'll keep working. Peace.